Oh boy, aren't those bad habits hard to break? Gosh, they are. And that's also pretty true when it comes to our skincare. When you get those bad habits, they are extremely difficult to break. Dermatologist Dr. Linder is here to tell us about the 5 worst skincare habits. She has seen them all. Not only have you seen them, but you know how to break them. So we're glad that you're coming with the good news, too. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Let's talk specifics. What is probably the #1 thing that you see most common that's just terrible for our skin?
You know, I think this time of year, because especially since kids are going back to school, it's overwashing the face.
Overwashing?
Overwashing. People think that, you know, if they have oily skin, they got to wash their face constantly. They keep doing it. The skin dries out, and the body actually responds by making more oil.
Okay. I understand that now. Okay, so if overwashing is bad, what is the appropriate amount of washing?
So twice a day is probably perfect. Once in the morning, once at night. You obviously want to get your makeup off, and in the morning, you know, kind of getting your skin fresh before you start the day.
Okay. What else do you see that really, maybe like that, we don't realize is doing harm to our skin?
Picking. I think, you know, again, people, when they get that little bump and they want to pick at it and work at it and everything else, and you end up doing a lot more damage. And so actually what ends up happening is you get this large pustule, and if you pick at it, not only does the stuff come up to the top, but it also pushes all the bacteria and the pus and everything deep and wide, and now you have a little group of friends that form around there. So that's the reason why you kind of spread it. So if you don't pick, you're not going to spread the acne.
Well, you know, it's interesting, though, because if people have gotten facials, sometimes those gals really kind of tug at our skin. What's the difference?
The difference is they know what they're doing. They're usually using a special tool that's designed to kind of not spread it in the same way, and they usually do things to open it up beforehand in a sterile manner that allows you to get it out appropriately. So again, go to your professional. It's the right way to do it if you have one you want to.
I know that there's a bad habit that you say kind of lingers and looms in the brown spots.
I know, you and I have talked about these kind of things before. People, when they do at-home peels, tend to try to be overly aggressive. They see the brown and they want to work at it, try to, more is better, make it go away, make it go away. But the reality is with inflammation, that is what triggers the brown spots. You got to be gentle. So I usually say no home peels. Don't use overly aggressive products. Don't try to irritate your skin too much and make it scrub off. Instead, you got to go to the professional, get a peel in the office, and get appropriate lightening products like hydroquinone, licorice root, arbutin to start lifting it, the peel, to lift the pigment slowly over time.
Well, you know why people do that, though. I mean, times are tough when it comes to budgets, and a lot of times getting a peel isn't in the cards for gals that are at home. They figure, well, I'll just walk down the drugstore aisle and I'll try and address it myself. And, you know, especially if you're dealing with before and after pictures like this where you say, oh, I'm starting with this, anything's an improvement.
But those brown spots came from the home peel doing it too aggressively. That's what caused the brown spots in the first place. Exactly. And so it actually got lightened up using home care products.
Gotcha.
So that's where using your lightening products that have hydroquinone or arbutin or licorice root, those kind of things can actually start lifting it.
I've lost track of what number we're on. I feel like we might be on number 4.
We are on number 4. Okay. Very good. So number 4 is that people don't wear their sunscreen because they think it's too thick, they think it's too goopy. So you want to try things out that actually feel nice. And the nice thing is in the last couple of years we have much more elegant sunscreen products. What I usually recommend for, especially here where we need it every single day, is use a moisturizer that has an SPF of 30 and has UVA protection.
Okay, there's one, because I used to be that girl. I didn't wear it because by the time I put all the TV makeup on, at the end of the day, I felt like I literally could just, like, my hands were filthy. But was it...
This is my favorite one.
This is the one I started using. And
Protecting hydrator. Yeah.
This stuff is phenomenal. Yeah. It doesn't feel like anything's on your skin, so I can use it, but it does make it feel moisturized. So it's a yummy feeling on your face.
PCA Protection Hydrator, I use it every day myself.
Yeah, okay. I love that one. Yeah. Lastly, tip number 5.
Stay away from the tanning beds. Okay. So I think people, you know, there's still that misperception out there that a tan looks healthy. It's really bad for you.
Well, it does look healthy, but we don't have to do it in a tanning bed.
Right. Spray tan. You can do that. You know, go to the drugstore, buy the creams, put them on every day. That's fine. But those tanning beds, they're like time machines. You go in, you come out older because that UVA
like that
light,
analogy.
It's breaking down the collagen. It's making wrinkles. And I'll tell you, if you look at those young girls that are doing tanning beds regularly, they got lines around their eyes. They look 10 years older than they really are.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. And people always say that, like, people in Arizona tend to look a little bit older because they've been exposed to the UV for longer periods of time, and it's so intense here. So it's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. I love seeing you.
And we're going to have more information on SonoraandLivy.com just a little bit later today.